Hey guys, welcome to Master Academy Mathematics class. In today's class, we are going to be working on multiplication of complex number. But before we look at this, please help me share my links, help me like my videos, and subscribe to my channel. Now, how do we recognize complex number when we see it? If we have something of this format, a plus bi, sometimes it can be a plus bj. Okay, so this side here is what we call the real part of it, and this side is what we call the imaginary part. So when we come to this side again, this side is what we call the real part, and this side is what we call the imaginary part. Now we're now going to look at how do we multiply two complex numbers. How do we do that? Now if you look at this, let's look at this one. If you have, let's say we have number one of the question here, if you have 2 plus 3i multiplied by 3 minus 2i. We are multiplying two complex numbers here now together. But before we do this, what do we do? What we need to do here? Now, I want you to note this. Note that I squared equals to minus 1. That is, it means you are multiplying I times I give I squared. So in complex number, I squared will be represented by minus 1. Or if it is j you are using, like if you have j times j, it's going to be j squared. So note that j squared is also minus 1. So anywhere you have this, it's either I squared or j squared, you just change it to minus 1. Because what you are going to do. Now let us go and look at what we want to do. Now it said 2 plus 3i, that we are multiplying, then we have 3 minus 2i. We want to multiply this together in our normal algebra. So you have this times this, that's the first thing, then this times this times this, then this times this. Let us expand it. So the first thing is you are multiplying 2 times 3. 2 times 3 here is 6. You are multiplying this and this together. 2 times 2 here is minus 4i. So we are multiplying this and this together. 3 times 3 is plus 9i. Here you have 3 times 2 is minus 6. I times I is I squared. Now I said that I squared is minus 1. Or if it is j we are using, j squared is minus 1. How do we do that? So we have everything here now. So let's go to what we have here. So you have 6 minus 4i plus 9i is 5i. That is plus 5i. Then you have minus 6 into bracket minus 1. Because I said when you have I squared, you are going to replace it by minus 1. So here you have I squared. So what you do is that when you have I squared here, you put minus 1 there. And then why do I have 5i here? You have, this means that when you have minus 4 plus 9, which is 5. But when you have I and I, you still have to put your I there. Now let us continue. So it will be 6 plus 5i. Minus times minus is what? Is plus. That is plus 6. So you have 6 plus 6. That is 12 plus 5i. Now let's continue again and see the other one. So the second one, we can, let's say we have 4 plus 3j multiplied by 2 minus 2j. We want to multiply this. Now the first thing is to multiply this and this. 4 times 3 is 8. Here you have 4 times this, that is minus 8j. 3 times 2 is plus 6j. Plus and minus is minus. 3 times 2 is 6. Then you have j times j is j squared. Okay, so 8 minus 8j plus 6j is minus 2j. Then minus 6 into minus 1. I said anywhere you see j squared, you put minus 1. It means 8 minus 2j, then plus 6. So you have 8 plus 6 is 14 minus 2j. So when we multiply 4 plus 3j by 2 minus 2j, we arrive at this complex number 14 minus 2j. Where do you have 14? This is plus 8 plus 6, we have 14, then minus 2j is still here. So anytime you have to multiply two complex numbers together, this is what you have to look out to when you have this I square, when you have this j square. So the other things you are going to do there is just our normal expansion. But when you see I square, you replace by minus 1. When you see j square, you replace by minus 1. So that's how to multiply complex number. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please help me do so. Help me share my links. Help me like my video. Thank you.